10 known unknown facts about Sanskrit.
Number 1.
Finding its roots as a sacred language in Hinduism and Mahayana Buddhism, it also was used as a philosophical language in Jainism and Sikhism. It still continues to be widely in use for ceremonial language and hymns, chants in Hindu religious rituals and Buddhist practice respectively.
Number 2.
Sanskrit still holds on to the place in its original form with today's society, as many Indian villages exist where the language is still in use. For instance, Mathur, a village 10 kilometers from Shimoga, Karnataka, uses the language on a daily basis. The state of Uttarakhand in fact uses it as the second official state language.
Number 3.
Sanskrit has found its influence on many languages such as Hindi, Tamil, Malayalam, Kannada, and Marathi. Languages like Thai, Khmer, and Lao also contain many loan words from Sanskrit. The English language too finds many words originating from Sanskrit. In total, about 97% world languages have a direct or indirect influence of Sanskrit as stated by the UNO.
Number 4.
The Sanskrit literature can be divided into two periods, namely the Vedic and the Classical. Vedic period, which lasted from 4000 BC to 3000 BC, with the Classical period finding its beginning around 600 BC and its practical end by about 1100 AD. Prior to the Arab invasion, Sanskrit served as the national language of the Indian subcontinent.
Number 5.
It is said Sanskrit holds the power to say a sentence in the minimum number of words in comparison to any other language. Possibly the reason behind great reluctance the language culture saw towards writing, which continued for the better part of millennium before the first texts were penned.
Number 6.
The Vedas, considered amongst the oldest texts in the world, were orally preserved unchanged for about 4,000 years in Sanskrit. Surprisingly, 95% of Sanskrit literature has no connection to religion. It instead deals with philosophy, linguistics, law, logic, science, grammar, interpretation, etc.
Number 7.
Sadly, Sanskrit did not have its default script until very recently, till 200 years back when the printing was first introduced in India. Thankfully, there exists a Sanskrit newspaper Satama running publication since 1970, with even its online version now.
Number 8.
Rick Briggs, a NASA scientist, referred Sanskrit as the only unambiguous language in existence. Shockingly, NASA too has a department in it specifically for research on the Sanskrit manuscripts. It has also been termed as the most computer-friendly language by the Forbes magazine.
Number 9.
Many countries in the world have a university or more for Sanskrit. Germany currently leading with a total of 14 universities, though still finding it hard to meet the demand of people interested in learning the language.
Number 10.
Sanskrit has found its proven help in the field of speech therapy. Additionally, helping one to increase her concentration, the language also helps one to get a better grasp at maths and science. Evidently so, St. James Junior School, London has added Sanskrit to its curriculum for its students.